think I'll know the answer to this question, but your favourite moment in Newcastle United shirt?
Listen, I had some fabulous and probably best moments of my career up here. You know, the hat-trick at Ipswich. If you look at, you know,
that was your first one.
That was the first one in my career. It was on, you know, when Sir Bobby was getting honoured with something. I think it was a stand or something like that, or they were unveiling something at Ipswich, which, you know, obviously had a big history with being from there and stuff like that. So for me, it was just. And then the championship winning season, you know, scoring that goal which actually got us promoted against Sheffield United on that night, and the 2-1, the scissor kick. You probably don't remember that. You probably remember it now. But
no,
I
do. I came on it.
And then obviously, listen, it sticks out like a sore thumb, doesn't it? But when you're only one of a few who scored an hat-trick against Sunderland, it's, you know, it was just a special moment, and, you know, it's one now that, you know, as I was just talking to a friend and showing him my boy there, and he's got all the black and white and still in the back because he's obviously born Newcastle, and it's crazy to think, you know what I mean, that like when I show him that, and when he sort of starts to get it when he's a bit older, that his dad done that and he's only one of a few, he might start thinking that I am a good player and what I'm talking about, because at the minute he doesn't think
just needs to get yourself on YouTube. And
well, I've shown him a few goals on YouTube. He does look at me and think, is that really
you? Right, your favourite Newcastle teammate? You play with, like, skill-wise, personality-wise?
Well, listen, I got some great bonds in football from this club, I must admit, and the ones that I'm probably the only ones I'll probably still speak to, you know, Bingo, Joey Barton, Steve Harper, Alan Smith, who obviously played for me while I was at Notts, and Andy Carroll. You know, 4 lads who I'll continue to probably, you know and speak to for the rest of my life. There's not many players apart from Joey O'Brien and Nicky Young from Bolton, maybe, that I've kept in touch with as much as them. And yeah, listen, but all them lads, we had a special bond in that in that dressing room, and the reason is because everyone doubted us, and we sort of come together as a team. And although we had the Argentinian boys, you know, Colaccini and Gutierrez, who were just, I loved them. Enrique, you know, Jose, he was just like, you know, he's just a character, you know. We just had great characters within the dressing room, and it all fit. It just fit, and it just worked. And yeah, I'm just so glad and delighted that I was a part of it.
I mean, going back to Andy there, can I ask you, do you reckon, was he forced at the club, or was it his choice?
No, listen, when you're getting paid, when you're getting offered money like that, you've got to go as a young lad, because there's no way anyone's going to turn it down. I don't think
made sense for all parties in a way.
Yeah, of course, and it was such a shame, because we were on a good sort of rich run of form. We were doing okay. We would have probably finished higher if we would have kept Andy. There's no doubt about that. And because we all knew each other and the way we were. But you know, when the team who's just been promoted are actually starting to beat up the big boys and start to beat a few big boys and not be scared, and you know, people come looking, and then people come and start, you know, picking just the best out of it. And he was the one, because he was the youngster, he was different, he was everything else. And when you've got Tottenham, who were doing really well at the time, and Liverpool, who's just Liverpool, obviously I'm never going to talk them down, but when it's Liverpool and Kenny Dalglish coming, I think actually Andy asked me, I think at the time, he was Kenny Dalglish, because obviously Andy doesn't have a clue about any footballer in the world. But yeah, it was just amazing, and I was with him that afternoon, and it just kept coming back. 21 million, 27 million, 28 million, 29, 30, 32, and you're just like, I'm just thinking, Jesus, and I was like, I can't believe they're paying that.
No one could they?
So like, obviously Mike Ashley's just sitting in London or wherever he was at the time in his house, or just rubbing his hands thinking, here we go, here's 35 million coming my way. But yeah, and we did have a laugh about it, but listen, for me, he was, for them 18 months, he was unplayable and unstoppable, and I wish, you know, he went to Liverpool and just got the break he deserved, because if he did, he would have he would have still been there now and would have been a huge
been
success.
unlucky, hasn't he? And he could have been that. Unlucky, now Harry Kane's the focal point for England. That could have definitely been
Andy. Yeah, he's just been so unlucky. But look, I know the potential he's got. I know how good he is. I know how good he still is, and he's still got a lot to offer. So hopefully he'll be back sooner rather than later, and we'll be seeing him smashing goals in again.
And same question applies for the management there. Best manager you ever worked under?
Well, I've worked with Sam for a long time. I know he had a bit of a tough time up here. I think if he was given the time and the thing, he would have been a huge success. I think there's a lot of similarities. I find I don't know if you just agree with me or people will agree with me, but there's a lot of similarities with Nolan and Rafa from Liverpool days and Sam. They have a lot of similarities, and speaking to a lot of the ex-pros who play for Rafa, there's a lot of similarities between them. But because obviously Rafa's from Spain and Sam was from Dudley. Rafa's got the je ne sais quoi, shall we say?
No, you're right there. They set out the teams to make them hard to beat more than anything, first and foremost.
Yeah, and that was it when he was at Liverpool, and it was a massive thing at Liverpool what he did. So, yeah, I mean, I love playing for him. I must admit, I love playing for Chrissy here as well. I thought he was very unfortunate.
We love Chris,
yeah, I think he was, because he was obviously the gentle, the gently spoken, mild-mannered man. But listen, let me tell you, he could blow a rocket. Yeah, he could. If he needed to. Yeah. So, but yeah, he knew what he wanted, and if you didn't do what he wanted, then we knew about it. So, and that's what sort of, because of his kind and mild manner, I think that's why he probably lost his job here. But I think he's proved more than anything to many that he's got the potential to be a top manager. With what he's done since he's gone from here with Norwich, with Birmingham, now what he's done with Brighton is unbelievable.
Unbelievable job, Brighton.
Yeah, he's done a great job, and I think Mike Ashley probably thinks now back, if only I would have just kept with him. I think that may be one of the things where he thinks that could have been a mistake letting Chrissy go, because he thought that we maybe have run in the dressing room, but let me tell you that weren't. We were a big part of it, but we were the dressing room. He was the boss who run the dressing room, and whatever he said went. So for me, them two certainly stick out in my mind. But I've took a little bit from Pardew, I've took a little bit from Slaven in the way, because of his European culture way and how they did it. So you've got to, and I think you'd be silly not to take the best pieces of each one. But yeah, them two certainly stick out.
Do you think Pardew was harshly treated, yeah?
Well, listen, I worked with him for 6 months.
Yeah, went too long actually.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed my time. I thought he showed the utmost respect when he took over from Chris, the way he handled everything. I thought he was brilliant in how he with the takeover. I think he understands the game. I thought he was good in what he did. I really enjoyed the sessions. I really enjoyed working under him. And yeah, to be honest, I got on well with him. So from there on, and when I went on, I sort of just got myself into my bit and sort of tried to leave Newcastle behind, because it was so hard for me to leave. I didn't really want to be sitting there being a bitter man thinking, well, I want them to do this or I want them to do that. I just wanted to sort of concentrate and fully commit to West Ham and to myself, and try and prove, well, people here wrong who were doubting me. So that was my sort of hunger and sort of let's prove them wrong again.
Right, that'll do, mate.
Okay,
really
mate.
Appreciate your time, mate. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you so much for the memories, and especially against Sunderland.
Yeah,
really appreciate it.
I enjoyed them too.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. Thanks, lads.
Cheers, mate.
Check out the Magpie Channel merchandise: hoodies, hats, t-shirts, embroidered and printed available, and the back print on the new t-shirts, all sizes available. The link will be in the description of this video to the Etsy. It's etsy.co.uk/the Magpie Channel. Make sure you check it out, support us. It goes back into the channel, it goes into new equipment, away days, prize giveaways for yourselves if you haven't seen the Magpie 4 videos. Enjoy yourself.